Last year, I reviewed Coming Home for Christmas, and I knew this year I needed another Black lesbian Christmas movie. Now, with this one, I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be a comedy, a drama. It had a lot of mix of both. So when I was looking for a movie to watch this year, I am so glad I decided to look up who made Coming Home for Christmas. It was written and directed by Onyx in the red shirt and B. Daniel in the polka dot shirt. And they run BOK Productions. And it turns out they have another Black lesbian movie available on Tubi. I think I watched it on Roku. It's also available for free on a lot of other places. And I was like, oh, I know what I'll be watching. Mixed Christmas. It stars Live Hart, Ariel Fields, Onyx Keisha, and R. Hayes. Onyx Keisha and B. Daniel both make an appearance in this. B. Daniel is on the lower corner in the Santa hat, smiling up front. That's B. Daniel. And then up top in the black is Onyx Keisha. So what is this movie about? And my God, I am so glad I watched this, because just like Coming Home for Christmas, they do this thing where there's so much comedy and drama, and I'm sitting there going, can I laugh or should I be sad? Like, what is this? But they really played it up with this one, and I enjoyed it so much. So for this story, we follow Aurora. She's the one in the Santa hat up top in the center, and she doesn't want to stay in Maryland for Christmas. It is cold. She wants to go somewhere warm. So she's like, I want to go to Miami. Her friend Sawyer, down on the bottom in the center, holding up the presents in the green sweater, she's like, you know what? I want to go to Miami for Christmas. And she's like, yo, let's get our friends together and go down there. So they run this idea by the homies, and we have Jasper up top and Luna up top. So that's who Onyx plays. That's the four friends. We're like, yeah, let's go to Miami. Let's rent a beach house. Let's spend our Christmas in the sun. Well, when they get there, it turns out the Airbnb has been double booked by a group that is there also to celebrate Christmas. And it includes B. Daniel's character, Body. We have the guy in the green shirt smiling. That is Lucas. All the way in the back is his husband, Ryan. And in the center, we have Grace in the antlers. And I completely forgot her name in the Santa hat. Axel. That's Axel. Well, it turns out Grace, Sawyer, and Aurora go all the way back to college. And so when they show up and everybody's like fighting about the Airbnb, Grace comes out and is like, oh my God, I know them. They're good peoples. Let's just share the place. The owner obviously double booked. Let's just share it. I know these people. I would love to spend the Christmas with my friends because I haven't seen them in years. Now, the issue is Grace and Aurora are exes. And not only that, Grace is the ex Aurora could never get over. And now not only does she have to spend Christmas with Aurora, she has to spend Christmas with Aurora and her new fiance. So the whole thing is about how these groups can't really get along. Grace is trying to find a way to bring everyone together because there's people on both sides that she cares for, and everyone trying to find a way to have just a good Christmas week together. This story has its ups and downs. I feel like the story really hits and starts engaging once we get to that beach house, because especially when Luna and Body start just going at each other, like just shouting at each other, cussing each other out. I love it. Every group needs that one friend who's just brazen. And they each have the one friend. We also find out a lot about Ryan and Lucas's marriage and the fact that they did not marry for love, and how this is now causing a strain on their marriage. Sawyer is wild. Sawyer is just wild. Sawyer be just saying stuff out of nowhere. You're just looking at her like, what? And of course, we have Aurora, our protagonist for this film, who is just like trying to find a way to come to terms with the fact that Grace has moved on. The whole story is just so good. I gave it 3 Santa hats out of 5 because that's actually the same rating I gave the movie last year, Coming Home for Christmas as well, because it's good. It's definitely an engaging story, has some great parts to it. It is hilarious. I was busting out laughing, holding my belly. Like it knows how to put that comedy in. There were just certain things that I felt like would have been better for the story. There's, of course, because it is a lower budget film, certain quality lackings, but I didn't really knock them down on that as much as I did with certain storytelling points that I felt like could have been better. For example, we know the whole thing is that it's called Mixed Christmas because it's going to be 2 groups of friends who end up going to this house that's been double booked, and now they're forced to hang out. You've already told us what the story is going to be. You've already given us the full premise. You might as well, from the beginning, have shown us the two friends, introduce us right away to the two friend groups, so we can see those parallels in the friend groups as far as how Body and Luna are very similar. Axel and Grace's relationship, give us some more of Axel and Grace alone, and to see why Grace has agreed to marry Axel after only being together for 6 months. I think that would have been a really good thing to see, like maybe them bonding at home or something as they're planning this trip to Miami. Give us some more Lucas and Ryan. Like, I think we got a really good look into Lucas and Ryan at the house, but and of course, the big reveal at the end with Ryan was like, okay, I see why you may not have wanted to introduce him too much as a character, but I still think seeing some more of Lucas and Ryan would have been good to really see that dynamic of the relationship not being for love, if you know what I mean, because Lucas talks about the fact that they didn't marry for love and how he worries not marrying for love is the worst decision that he made and all this stuff with his marriage. But it would have been good to see more of that before they come to the house. And also with Jasper and his boo thing, I wish we got to see more of them on the phone, like maybe a call where we can only hear Jasper's side, maybe more of that texting stuff, even though that text quality was bad, y'all. Anyway, but more of that like texting stuff and all that stuff, just to really see that, yeah, Jasper has like this man that he's really crazy about, instead of like the mention of my man, and we're like, we don't know what your man look like, he might not be real. And then moving on kind of from that. Overall, though, like I said, this movie is 3 Christmas hats out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It was hilarious. The characters were hilarious. The whole thing go back and forth between Body and Luna was hilarious. The ending at the house, I was like, I saw part of that coming, but y'all really surprised me with all of that. There were parts where I was like, I could tell, but there were other parts where I was like, I did not see that coming. Y'all got me. I think that's why I also really love this. But yeah, I highly recommend Mixed Christmas. Like I said, I watched it on Roku. I saw that it was available on the CW, Tubi, Plex. Like, it's available to watch for free in so many places, free with ads. So definitely check it out online. Worth it. 100% to me, worth it. Hilarious and worth it. All right, bye.